Hey, Catherine. Oh, I forgot to move that towel again. I'm going to get that right now. And the bag of cat litter that was bothering me. Hey. I think I have a slow signal, but whatever. I just wanted to go ahead and do this oil thing for today. And, because I need to go into town. Amazon shipped my stuff through the post office again. So I have to go into town to get it. So, I see the number going up, but I don't see names. So, hello to everybody. Oh, was she? You know why? She's so gross. It's probably because she was born on a bunch of moldy, mildewy towels. Where we found where those kittens were living was a tiny little doghouse type thing for a cat, but it was stuffed full of like old mildewy towels. So now when she smells a mildew towel, she's so gross, she'll go and she grabs it with her little paws and she rubs it all over her face and she rolls on it and she flips on it. She loves a mildew rag. She's gross. So anyway, this morning, Tanya had asked about nerve pain. So when I got to the book, I don't have several of the oils it mentions, but it does look like there's several that are in the starter kit. I mean, I have some, but I don't have all of them. And it's a pretty big section, so I thought rather than trying to drag out all my bottles of oils to show you, I would just talk about the nervous system and how Young Living essential oils can work with it and help support the nervous system. So I don't know what particular aspect of nerve pain she was talking about. And Tanya, if you see this on the replay, hopefully this will help. But my name's Michelle Wolf. You can find me at caddyshackdesigns.com. Across the top are tabs of everything I do, one of which is Young Living essential oils. So Monday we talk about the oils and what they can do for us, and then we generally talk about a mood shifting tool. But I'm going to skip that part today. I'm having to scope from outside because my husband works nights and he's still sleeping. So, and it's a little bit chilly out here. So, and I've been out here for a long time on the phone and doing my morning routine. I didn't realize actually how long I'd been out here. And now it's like, oh, I need to get this oil thing done and go inside where the heater is. So there are a lot of oils listed for nerve pain. And I've been using a couple of them on my knee, but I don't know if it's nerve pain so much as it is inflammation from an injury. So I can't say for sure that I've used an essential oil myself for nerve pain or neuralgia or things like that. And I'm not a doctor and I'm not giving medical advice, and essential oils are a good complement to traditional medical or allopathic medical services. So please see your doctor if you're in a lot of pain and use oils as a supplement. Like some people can reduce their dependence on pain medications by using the oils, and some people can avoid pain medications by using the oils. You just don't know. But see a doctor if you're in pain or you have something going on with your nervous system. So, so the book I'm talking to you from is, there's a lot of essential oil resources out there. I like this book, The Reference Guide for Essential Oils, by Connie and Alan Higley. This version is just a couple of years old, so pretty relevant. And the oils that they're talking about haven't changed, and as far as I'm aware of, there isn't any new, I just moved my laptop out of the way, there isn't any new particular essential oil for nerve pain that I know of. Oh, and Catherine, I tweeted you a woman who is doing a natural makeup remover on scope last night that I thought I would love to see you do a scope on that with your particular take on it. It looked a little bit too oily for me, so just curious. So the nervous system is broken up into different parts. So where you're having pain might influence which oil you'd want to use. It's the central nervous system, the peripheral nervous system. So the central nervous system is your brain and your spinal cord. All the nerves that are connected to your brain and your spinal cord and all that. Hi, everybody joining. That's your central nervous system. Easy to remember. It's in the center of your body. It's your brain and your spine. Good morning. Then you've got the peripheral nervous system, which is everything else. And the peripheral nervous system is further broken down into the somatic nervous system. That's your skeletal muscles and your sense receptors, like in your skin. And your autonomic nervous system, that's your cardiac smooth muscles, everything beyond your conscious control. So your guts, your heart, your lungs, those kinds of things that you don't have to tell yourself to work. Like you don't have to tell your stomach, now you get to digesting that cheeseburger now. You don't have to do that because your autonomic nervous system does it for you. Then the autonomic nervous system is divided into two further parts, which is the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous systems. So the sympathetic nervous system is your fight or flight response. Sometimes you have to tell it what to do. I have to tell myself sometimes now, you digest that Haagen-Dazs because Mommy needs her energy tomorrow. So, the parasympathetic nervous system functions to slow your heart rate, store energy, digest, and relax specific muscles. Right. If I had to keep track of it all, I'd be dead by now. I can't possibly track all that stuff. Your parasympathetic nervous system calms your ass down after you've become frenzied about something or the other. So our sympathetic nervous system is I would say, highly responsive to our thoughts. So if you think about, you can impact your nervous system with essential oils by using the ones that calm you down and allow your body to heal if it's having pain or a problem, or allowing your mind to calm down so that you don't create problems in your body that don't even need to be there. Stress-related responses to stressful thoughts. Your mind your body doesn't know the difference between something truly happening and something happening in your wicked imagination. So when you play out doom and disaster scenarios in your mind, your body doesn't know that it's not really happening. Because your body is a little animal, it's vulnerable to what we think. So we can cause ourselves a lot of disease and discomfort and pain just because our mind is running amok. But I don't think that's what Tanya was referencing this morning. I think she was talking about actual nerve pain. So my sister's on here, Katie 1010. She's an oil person too. She can follow her because on Wednesdays she does make useful projects with the oils. So those are really interesting. But Catherine, has Chris used a particular oil for nerve pain? Or you? So the ones that are listed are several that are in the starter kit that come with your starter kit. That's like a Costco membership. Only when you buy a membership at Costco, you don't get good stuff with it. And Young Living has you buy a membership and you get over $300 worth of stuff for your membership and no obligation after that. And nobody's ever going to call and say, hey, I think you should sell oils. We're not like that. So peppermint is the first one listed. That comes in the starter kit. And peppermint is an oil that you should never be without because it's like, I can't even think of an analogy. It's good for almost everything. It's good for staving off a headache. It's good for digestion. It's good for waking you up or calming you down. It's one of those magical oils that can do both. It's good for nerve pain. It says soothes and strengthens. Place on wrists or place directly on the location of the nerve damage or the pain. Peppermint's a hot oil. It can burn your skin, and not literally burn it, but make it feel like it's burning. So you want to mix that with a little coconut oil or almond oil, or worst case scenario, Crisco. Panaway helps. That's a pain blend. Ginger, helichrysum, black pepper, peppermint, tons of stuff. The book says also basil, which is a stimulant and for nervous breakdown. Lavender's in the starter kit. Lemon also comes in the starter kit. Grapefruit, pepper's a stimulant. Frankincense, sage, copaiba. Copaiba is one that I see. Yeah, I think there's some serious lag. Copaiba is a really great one for pain of any kind. I've been using it on my knee several times a day, and it's awesome. And I even lost my bottle, and I switched to using Stress Away, which has Copaiba in it, and it's still working. Plus, I smell pretty good. Not that I stink on an average day, but lemongrass, rutavala, juniper, rosemary, topical. Copaiba is the best, I think, for any kind of pain. Nerve pain, headache pain. I've used it for headaches. I've used it for sinus pain. It's a mild oil, so you can apply it directly. I'll dilute it sometimes because I want it to go a little farther. Sometimes I just smell it. But I had a sinus headache, and I put it directly on my face over my sinus cavities, and even that worked. And it keeps me from having to take Advil. Advil really hurts my stomach. And Tylenol, I'm scared of. I take it sometimes, but I am kind of scared of what it might do to my liver. So the Copaiba on my knee or for a headache or whatever, it doesn't last as long as an Advil or a Tylenol, but I'm okay with that. Because I'd rather put on an oil, it lasts about 3 hours. I'd rather put an oil on every 3 hours than have to take an Advil. It's a booster, too, yeah. So you could put it with peppermint. You could put it with any of the other oils to amplify their effect. Plus, it doesn't have much of a smell. My husband's really sensitive to the smells, and he doesn't like 90% of the oils, so he actually thinks Young Living is just the devil because it brought oils into our house, and he doesn't like the smells. Oh yeah, Catherine has a pain recipe. Maybe you could show your pain recipe on Wednesday. Oh, but you're doing more like gifts and stuff, right? Catherine has a lot of recipes for stuff. Okay, so that's for the nervous system in general. Yeah, it barely has a smell at all. So I can wear Copaiba all day long, and my husband has never even noticed. Of course, when I asked him to smell it, he was like, "Ew, this smells disgusting." I was like, now you're just being a big baby. Okay, neuralgia is something different. That's pain felt along the path of a nerve. I've heard it described as being bitten by ants, which is horrible. Yeah, he's a big baby about oils. Yeah, they just bitch and moan. And I was like, oh God. Think of a new name to scope on it. Yeah, so neuralgia, I have not had it. I've heard that it is extremely painful. Thanks for the hearts and the shares, peoples. I really do appreciate them. I like how the gold looks on my purple sweater. Very, very painful. So you can get it from diabetes. You can get it from damage, surgery. Certain drugs can cause neuralgia. It's pain along the nerves. Chemical irritation can cause that. The first oil listed for that is marjoram, which I have never used. Eucalyptus. There's a bunch of different kinds of eucalyptus. I prefer the eucalyptus radiata. It smells the best to me, and I use it in my shower. Thank you. Love my purple sweater. I like to put a couple of drops of eucalyptus on the floor of the shower, and then the hot water hits it, and then like creates your own little spa steam bath, or that's what I tell myself. Serious dry scalp, lavender works, I think, for that. Frankincense. Roman chamomile. also. And these also would go at the point of where the pain is. Juniper, lavender. So you have lavender twice. Helichrysum, which I can't pronounce. Helichrysum is magical. If you can put that on like all kinds of stuff. I've put it on cuts and scratches and stuff and had them heal with no mark whatsoever, but that is not a statement that's been evaluated or approved by the FDA. Consult your physician. Neuritis is the inflammation of a nerve or a group of nerves. Also painful. Roman chamomile is listed again, eucalyptus again, and lavender again. So lavender is another like all-purpose oil that you can use for a million different things. If I had to only pick a couple of different oils, I would definitely, peppermint would be the first oil I'd pick, and lavender, and then one of the citrus oils, probably lemon, because the three of those oils cover you for so many things, like even cleaning your house. Like they're just broad spectrum, useful oils. They're also not expensive. Let's see here. Neuropathy. A broad term for a series of diseases that adversely affect the nerves or nerve cells. Peripheral neuropathy is the most common. So peripherals like in your hands and feet. And then you've got other kinds. Neuropathy is like a disease of the nerve. Literally is what that means. Lemongrass, peppermint's listed again. Eucalyptus is listed again. And lavender's listed again. Roman chamomile again. So pretty much, I think you can say for any nerve pain, lavender, peppermint, eucalyptus. It lists Panaway, so I'm gonna read you the Panaway blend description. Almost every single one of them mentions peppermint and lavender, and those come in the starter kit. And refilling those, you can use those with wild abandon because they're not expensive to replace. They go a long way too, and peppermint's strong. One little drop will take you a long way. So I'm going to read you what's in the Panaway blend. It's for pain. I don't know why it's called Pan instead of Painaway. Maybe somebody had that name before. I don't know. Let's see here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Panaway. Aspirin-like qualities of wintergreen. The blend helps support you in pain relief and inflammation and stuff, whatnot. It says it increases oxygen into the tissue site. I'm not sure how that's measured or where that statement comes from. Everything about the Panaway blend mentions healthy circulation and pain. So for safety's sake, again, consult your doctor and use oils as a supplement and a support to whatever else you're doing. Hi, Linda. Here's the oils that are in the Panaway blend, and I don't have any because for some reason this particular blend doesn't work for me. It works for a lot of people, but I get better results from just plain Copaiba and the other blend called Deep Relief. Hey! So wintergreen is 99% methyl salicylate, which gives it cortisone-like properties. It can help support inflammation type issues. Helichrysum, Helichrysum. Fantastic oil. Fantastic oil. To buy it singly is really expensive, but it's worth it. But this way you can get it in a blend. The Panaway blend also comes in your starter kit. The starter kit brings you, if you never bought another oil, you'd be okay. Again, reducing inflammation, supporting circulation. Hey, Juliana. Clove. Clove is great for pain relief. Lots of people have used that throughout the years for toothaches, and for Hi. For what do you call it when you have a tooth pulled? You used to could buy an old blend from the pharmacy that had clove oil in it, and you were supposed to put it on a cotton ball and then put it on where your tooth hurt. And peppermint again. So you can find peppermint in a lot of stuff related to pain relief. A soothing and cooling effect. So it says the oils in this blend may help it be effective for dealing with various problems related to the nervous system, muscles, and bones. Apply as a compress on the painful area, or apply to Vitaflex points. You can Google that, on the feet. Typically, I just put, if something's hurting, I put the oil where it's hurting. This is not an oil you would ever want to take internally. I don't believe. I don't think it's listed. Yeah, it doesn't say that it's one. Don't take it internally. Use your own judgment about taking any of them internally, but definitely don't take this one internally. So wintergreen, helichrysum, clove, and peppermint. So 4 powerhouse oils that people have had good luck with, supporting occasional issues. Let's just say that. So peppermint, I've talked about this before too, is also a mood. It has, that's right. Panaway has a child safety cap on it. It's because of the wintergreen. Ugh. I don't like it. You like root beer though, don't you? Root beer is disgusting. I don't like root beer. So peppermint's also a mood shifter, though. So if you think about it, if you're using peppermint for pain, you're uplifting your mood in the same moment. Peppermint's a cooling oil or a stimulating oil, depending on what you need. There's several oils that are calming or stimulating, depending on what you need. Heath likes root beer too. But root beer really tastes literally like roots to me. And why you would drink that or put ice cream in it, I don't know. It's gross, and you're ruining the ice cream. But Heath really likes a root beer float too. So, I guess we could throw in that as a peppermint oil. Oh, there's Tanya. If it's in a candy cane, it's stimulating. And if it's in a candy cane, it's delicious. Or if it's in a cup of hot chocolate with peppermint schnapps in it, it's extra delicious. Tanya, did you have a specific nerve? We're just coming to the end of it. But did you have a specific nerve issue that you wanted an oil for? We've been talking in generalities, as we have to, about pain, sciatic pain. So the one that specifically mentions sciatica is, first of all, for sciatic pain, get on your back, put your feet up on the couch at a 90-degree angle, and lay there for 20 minutes and let your hips adjust. There's a great book called, I've used it a lot, Pain Free. It's Peter, his last name is Egoscue. I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh, is it helping? It helps me a lot. Because my hips getting out of whack is the source of more problems than anything else. Let me go back to the nervous system. It mentioned a specific one for sciatica. I'm guessing it was probably peppermint. I'm just going to go back. There's a sleeve that's sold at Walgreens. It helps a lot. It feels better while you're doing it? Yeah. Sciatica's a tough one. It's so painful, and it's so pinchy. Okay. Let me find if it lists sciatica by itself. And if not, I'll go back to the, not very well prepared. Aromasize works for several of my people, best for sciatica. Okay. Okay, the sciatic nerve is the longest nerve in the body. It runs from the spinal cord through the buttock and hip area and down the back of each leg. And when it hurts, you frickin' know exactly where it's at. Peppermint, thyme, helichrysum, tarragon, aroma life, panaway, relieve it, gentle baby, seems odd, valor. Oh yeah, sciatic pain is awful. They make an Ortho Ease massage oil. If you, there's one with lavender. So Panaway is an oil blend that we were just talking about that comes in the starter kit. It has for grief and anger. We've had the best luck with anger using German chamomile all by itself. So my husband was having lots of trouble with anger, and I put one drop because, oh man, it smells strong. I like the smell of it, but he hates it, of course. I put a drop of German chamomile on the arches of his feet every night, and he didn't see a difference, but I saw a difference within about 7 days. It's cooling. There's information at experienceessentialoils.com, unless she's changed it. Oh, sciatica can be a symptom of anger or grief. Oh, that's interesting. We've had the best luck. German chamomile for anger. Very cooling, very soothing, very healing for hot emotions. I've talked about copaiba being good for inflammatory emotions as well as inflammatory conditions in the body, because it's an anti-inflammatory, and it calms and soothes the mind, which then automatically calms and soothes the body. And soothe is a really hard word to say. Let's look up for grief and see what it says. I find the blend Joy to be a powerful... Yeah. Ask your sciatic nerve what it would like to tell you. Corresponds to the root chakra. German chamomile or copaiba? The sciatic nerve too. The Joy blend is really helpful for grief. Rose by itself is about $2 a drop, but it's super powerful for grief and loss and heart pain, heart emotional pain, heart chakra stuff. That bottle of oil is $185. That's 2 sessions of therapy. Yeah, therapy costs more. And unless you really need to go to a therapist, a bottle of rose oil will be awesome. You did start after Porter was born. I was so upset I had to go back to work. I always wanted to. It's divine. Joy is very beneficial because it gets you a dash of rose without having pure rose. White Angelica, also good. Let me look up the Joy blend for you. Rose water, yes. Roses. Anything rose related is typically associated with saints and angels and love. And you'll hear people talk about feeling the presence of a saint or a loved one who's died and smelling roses at the same time. Rose is the highest frequency oil. It's also the most adulterated. So any kind of rose you buy, oil that you buy that doesn't cost you a freaking fortune, is a bullshit oil. Yes, buy yourself roses. And Roseanne's name is Rose. Who was the saint that was called the Little Rose? Was it Teresa of Avila? Who was called the Little Rose? Buy yourself roses. Let me find the Joy blend. When you ask, Tanya, your pain what it has to tell you, and you don't have to answer this question publicly, but when you ask it, what does it say? When you say, what are you trying to tell me? I'm listening. I'm listening to you, pain. What do you want me to know? You can also say, if I knew what my pain was trying to tell me, I would know that It's worth every penny. It's $2 a drop, and one drop, I use one drop a week. And I used one drop of rose and one drop of white angelica on the twins to heal them of try to support them through their birth trauma. Plus, Ashlyn was really traumatized by some physical therapy, and she changed. Her personality changed, and she became suspicious and guarded as a little baby. And the white angelica and the rose, along with Rescue Remedy, I believe has turned her around. Starting last week, she was back to the 6-month-old smile at you every second of the day baby that I used to know. She got really scared and traumatized by that, and I believe that that's what healed her. I really do. Babies also have a lot less to worry about, right? Not sure yet, but because of timing, I'm sure I wanted to be home with my kids. Yeah. A mother's and child's neurological system are actually literally connected. So leaving them before you're ready can be a very painful experience. Thank you. I slap rose oil and white angelica on them pretty often, at least once a week. For 7 years. I missed the 7 years connection. I'm sorry. You can put Joy directly on your sciatic pain too. Sorry, I'm taking me forever to look it up, you guys. Joy has bergamot, lang lang. Oh, yeah, the mom and child's nervous system being literally connected for 7 years. That's a long time that we are literally connected. That's how you know when your child is hurt and you're miles away. That's how you can be shopping. Your child can be at home and the milk in your breast can let down right as they start crying at home. Okay, so Joy has bergamot, lang lang. Oh, yeah. Geranium, rosewood, lemon, mandarin, jasmine, Roman chamomile, palmarosa, and rose. Emotional balance. Catherine puts it on her heart a lot until they move to the age of reason at 7. The age of brattiness? Did you mean to say reason or brattiness? I'm just kidding. Actually, they move into bratty at 2. They're not brats. They're just expressing their will. You rub it over the heart, the ears, the neck, the heart chakra, the temples, across the brow, on the wrist. Joy is one of the oils. Yeah. Why? Joy is one of the oils that it's the same bottle of oil. That's what Roseanne just said too. 3 is way worse. Longer for some autistic and Down syndromes. Oh, I didn't know that. Joy is one of those oils that sometimes you open the bottle and it smells great, and other times you open the bottle and it smells horrible. Difference in how you are for the day has to be the only factor. Don't say his name, he's in the room. Yeah. Right, I shall rule this world that I have found myself in. I will conquer it, and I will plant my preschooler flag on your face. Tyrants. Tiny little despots. The fragrance in the Joy blend, Tanya, promotes feelings of love, self-love, and confidence. The energy of love is the true source of all healing. It's not Sophia's world. Inner child is good, okay? Let me look up grief specifically and see what it says. Again, German chamomile. Roman chamomile is in the Joy blend. It's listed as for irritability. All of those are calming, uplifting. Here's the bottom line. You want to use whatever will bring you back to your connection to love, the connection to the divine beloved. And then all the information you need and anything else that you need, you're going to be guided to find. You're going to run across a scope. You're going to run across a book. I say this all the time. You're going to hear a song. You're going to run across a person. If you're connected to the divine, you're going to get whatever you need. Creativity. Let's look up. I would think any of the citrus oils would be good for creativity. Anything that's stimulating and refreshing and energizing. Citrus Fresh is a blend of a bunch of citrus oils. I find it highly relaxing and stimulating in the same breath. It's energizing in a good way. It's very uplifting, and it can shift your mood pretty quickly. And I think I just lift when I said shift. It can shift your mood. What was I looking at? Grief. And creativity. Hold on. We're getting there. We're going to get there. You guys, I'm sorry. I'm really kind of slow today. I apologize. The oils bring you back to balance when you're balanced. You're open. Grief. Grief and sorrow. Bergamot turns grief into joy. Bergamot is the first ingredient in the joy blend. Clary sage, eucalyptus, forgiveness oil, gentle baby, hope, joy. It lists the blend joy over the heart. Bye, Linda. Lavender, Roman chamomile, 3 wise men. There's tons of stuff. Valor, white angelica. I think you can't go wrong with the joy blend because it has so many things in there that are for the heart. Bergamot is awesome. And like I said, sometimes joy smells delicious and sometimes it smells revolting. I use it anyway, regardless of how it smells. I feel like when you pick up the bottle and you close your eyes and just kind of get centered, you can feel if that's the oil you need at that time. So a lot of times what happens is I'll start using a particular oil and carrying it with me, and I'll be using it all the time. And then one day I just start forgetting to use it, and that's when I know that I'm done for that cycle. I might come back to it later, but once you start forgetting, you lose the bottle, or you're totally welcome. When you buy that starter kit, if you buy it from me, then I'll send you a little book. You like the feel when you use it. Some days I like the smell. Some days I really don't. I'll send you a little book, a little version of this book that I'm reading from. Okay, creativity. Let's look that up. I'm thinking citrus. Oh my gosh, you guys. My battery's about to die. I'll hurry up. It's because I'm so slow today. I'm like, flippity floppity. Well, I would love that if you would, because you'll get a lot of support. If you buy a premium starter kit from me, it is $160, and it comes with a diffuser, 11 oils, a ton of samples, some bottles, little tiny bottles if you want to share your oils. It comes with a ton of stuff. It does not come with the Joy Blend, but you can add that on, and then you're buying it at cost. It's a 15 milliliter bottle. I don't remember it being as one of the expensive oils. It's a nice, you can't go wrong with that. I've put it on the twins too. I've put Joy on the oils. Joy oil on the twins. You get over $300 worth of stuff. The nicest thing you get is a diffuser that you put 3 or 4 drops of oil in and water, and it just shoots it up into the air in a fine mist. And a lot of people diffuse Joy and lavender and stuff. Now, I know your daughter's allergic to lavender, so you don't want to do that. But Gentle Baby is outstanding. A lot of times it's out of stock because it's such a wonderful blend. You guys, if this just cuts dead, my battery died and I'm sorry. And I'll be back in the morning. And I don't see a listing for creativity, but I'm thinking citrus. citrus oils. Stress Away also might be good for creativity. It's got copaiba and lime, so there's a citrus in it. And it's the only one that has vanilla in it. It smells also, to me, sometimes great, sometimes horrible. I sure will. The other blend that's in there is Thieves, which is an amazing oil. Frankincense. Frankincense comes in the kit. Yeah. Frankincense is good for your spirituality connection, for meditation, for your skin, for your... It's ancient. Frankincense is an ancient oil. It's been used for thousands and thousands of years. So it's documented. It's listed in the Bible. I think it was documented. It was used in Egypt, wasn't it? Tons of stuff. You really can't go wrong with it because, first of all, I will never ask you to sell it like some groups will. Second of all, you get put in a Facebook group where you can ask tons of questions, and I'll send you a little book, but really the best resource is the Facebook group where you just ask all the questions you want, see what people are using. We can talk more openly in that group because it's a closed group. You get a lot of support. Like, you don't ever get sold. Yeah, and a lot of people don't, and we don't ever ask people to. And Young Living doesn't make you buy a minimum amount. You buy $50 in a year, and you stay active. $50 is like 3 bottles of oil. So, yeah, and no one's going to ever ask you to sell. Not in my group. There's some pushy bitches out there, but not my Lemon Dropper group that I'm a part of. That Catherine and Jana and I are all in the same group. Twin Wrangler when she's on here. I think there's pushy people in the Lemon Dropper group too, but I can tell you in this line of people, you're never going to get pushed. Because we don't want that. We just want you to have the good stuff. So anyway, that's all I got. That's all I got for oils today. Peppermint's a mood shifter. Lemon's a mood shifter. Lavender's a mood shifter. The starter kit gets you several that are good for uplifting and changing your mood. You're welcome. We're here every Monday talking about an oil. If there's a specific oil you want information about, just DM me and I'll talk about it next Monday. And again, I am at CaddyshackDesigns.com. The tabs across the top have information. Oh, actually, my link is at the tab. But I'll DM you because that'll be faster. Tanya has the link whenever you're ready, Tanya. Have a lovely day. It's raining here. Raining and raining and raining, which I love / don't love. And I got to go into town, so I need to shut up babbling anyway. I got to go pick up my books. I got a new translation of the Tao Te Ching and a couple other books. So, love you. Take my umbrella. Have a lovely day. I'll DM you right now, Sarah, before I leave, or I'll forget. Okay, bye. Always miss that button. Give me a little